Hi, my name is Justin, and this is Mike. I'm an American who's living in the UK, and I just moved here about a month ago. I figured I'd start to document a little bit of things that I've noticed along the way, some things that I've noticed since I've moved over here. I've traveled the world a little bit the last couple years. Actually, I haven't lived in the States since 2015, and I've not really done too good of a job documenting everything. So I figured, why not start now? In a place that I never thought I would live, figured it'd be the best time to do this. With all that being said, I'm always open to suggestions about things in the UK or in England that I should definitely try. So right out the gate, if you guys ever have any questions or recommendations, throw them down below because I will take all of them to heart if I possibly can. With that being said, I've really enjoyed my time being here so far. I live in northern England, right outside Leeds, and it's probably a little bit of a weird place for someone to pick. My girlfriend is from around here. She works in real estate and she does a very good job. And I thought that I would adventure out a little bit more before I head back to the States and settle down completely. And in doing so, I've settled down in this little area and I really enjoyed it. It's completely different than I expected. Like I said, I never expected to live in the UK, let alone Northern England. But the people here have actually been incredibly nice when I can understand them. The dialect is a little thick for me and a little strong, so sometimes I have to ask them to repeat things, which is a little bit difficult. And I feel a little embarrassed considering the fact that I'm a fluent native English speaker, but it does get a little difficult sometimes, even when someone just throws in a casual expression at the supermarket and I go, I have no idea what you're asking or what you're saying. Can you repeat that? I'm gonna try and throw some, slang up here at some point in time on the channel, but as of right now, I just got to get a little bit better at it. They also speak really fast in comparison to where I'm from. There's actually a lot of similarities between Northern England and where I'm from in the States, which is North Carolina. I would say that the small towns are really similar, and sometimes the people are pretty similar as well, in good and bad ways, from what I've noticed. But one massive difference is that they speak a lot quicker in England, and especially in Northern England. In North Carolina and South Carolina, we have a tendency to slow things down, really draw out what we need to say. Personally, to me, it's a little bit difficult here. I really have to focus, almost like I'm relearning the language, but it makes it a nice change and a nice challenge in comparison to living somewhere else. There's little things like going to the supermarket every day that are a little bit different than going, back home. Not having a car. I guess I haven't had a car for a few years now, but not having a car in a place that really relies on it is a little bit different. I lived in Germany before and I didn't really need a car. I could get around everywhere with the train or the bus. Right now in the UK, I don't have a car, so I kind of walk everywhere or take an Uber. I've noticed that when I was in the States, I constantly would pass somebody on the sidewalk and I'd go right. They would go right, and it just seemed natural. And in the UK, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes it feels natural to go left. Sometimes it feels natural to go right. It doesn't. I don't really know. It's just fascinating to me. When I lived in Australia, people went naturally to the left side. I'm assuming because of driving and being on the left side of the road there. There's also a small little thing to get over or to relearn since I haven't lived in Australia in a few years. Always looking left second and then right first is, as you can tell, is a little bit, it needs to be drilled into my brain. But yeah, as an American, I've really enjoyed my time here and people have been nice. And the one thing that I've noticed is that they're nice and genuinely nice. As an American that has gotten out of the country, I've noticed that a lot of times we can be a little fake in restaurants and in hospitality venues, and it's not ever intended at all, but it's nice coming to a place that you don't have to worry about that. In the supermarket, they just kind of ring you up and send you on your way. They're not necessarily rude, but they're not necessarily, hi, how are you? What can I do for you? What can I help you with? I'm just buying milk. I don't really need to have a full-on conversation, thanks. But yeah, that's really about it. I figured that I'm gonna be living here for the rest of the year. I might as well start documenting some of the things that happen along the way. These, little changes here or there. What's it like going to the gym? What's it like taking trains? Are they different than in Germany in comparison to England? just all these little things. And I'm always open to learn. I think that the best thing about traveling is going out, putting yourself in a predicament you could never expect in your entire life, and trying to learn as much as you possibly can from that predicament. And I love it. It's my favorite thing to do in the world. I feel like you can never stop learning, and the moment that you feel like you've understood everything is honestly when you should really start paying attention. I'm excited to get out there and try new things, and if I get things totally wrong on this channel, please let me know. Like I said, I'm a human being, I'm gonna make mistakes, but as of right now, I've really enjoyed my time, and I'm really looking forward to just documenting what's coming up. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, I'll go to York, take the camera with me, everything like that, and try to get a little vlogging going. So as of right now, that's about it for today, and I will hopefully see you next week. As always, take care of yourself and the person next to you, and if you're from the UK and you want to say hi, drop a comment down below. Have a good one.